The manhwa starts with two bad guys bullying a small kid, but suddenly from behind, kid's elder sister with big gigantic melons comes to his aid. Sister reminds the two bullies that she already told them to not bully her small brother. She asks the bullies to stay where they are, as they are about to be dead meat. Then the sister beat up the kids badly for mistreating her brother. She goes to her small brother and asks him why he let others bully him, and asks him to stop crying. The little brother tells his sister that the bullies told him he is an orphan and that is why they want play with him. But the sister, while sitting in a suspicious position, puts her hand on his head and tells him that he has a sister. She can be his mom, dad, and a best friend and pretty much anyone he needs her to be. Then she asks him to come with her for dinner. The kid tells his elder sister that he is going to marry her in future and his sister jokingly tells him they will see about that. Now the scene abruptly shifts to the future and we see our protagonist Jaeyoung is sleeping and snoring and suddenly his elder sister tackles him in an objectionable position and reminds him about his class. Protagonist asks her to let him go as he is awake. To which sister says it's nice getting a massage in the morning, isn't it? Then she asks him to come and have breakfast as she has to leave for work. Jaeyoung and his elder sister Kang Hana now goes downstairs to have breakfast, where he is greeted by his second eldest sister Song Eo. Song asks both of them if they had slept well and asks them to sit and have breakfast. After being fed breakfast by his sister's hand, our protagonist starts brushing, but we see the elder sister, completely undressed, is trying to find her stockings. Damn, this family is way too comfortable with each other. Jaeyoung yells at elder sister Hana and asks her to stop roaming around inappropriately as he can barely focus on brushing. Elder sister holds her melons in her hands, and teases him for being embarrassed. But she doesn't blame him and says, it might be total torture living with a woman with such a flawless figure. Our protagonist obviously doesn't take his chance and teases her for never having a boyfriend. This angers her elder sister and she smacks him hard for his boldness. Hana leaves for work all frustrated and Jaeyoung regrets teasing Hana as he remembers she really gets worked up when someone teases her for not having a boyfriend. But suddenly he is greeted by her neighbor friend Shin Esyeon. Our protagonist asks her what's up. She says she is doing little exercise for the upcoming tournament. Then she looks at Jaeyoung's beaten-up face and she asks him while giggling that if pissed Hana again. Our protagonist flinches at this question but the girl replies that she understands anyone with a bombshell sister like Hana would willingly take the beating for the chance of her laying hands on them. This angers our protagonist and he angrily says, "We are just siblings." He is clearly not happy with such a stupid remark. Shin replies that it doesn't matter, as you two are not blood related. Shin then says, she wished Jaeyoung and Hana were blood related though, because Shin is into incest and she doesn't even try to hide it. Then Jaeyoung proceeds to tell Shin that he and his sisters have lived with each other since he was born and the fact that his sister is annoying. But Shin tells him to imagine scenarios of his sister standing without anything on. Shin then tells him to imagine him and his sister doing particular types of exercises that I cannot show because of YouTube policy. The sisters in Jaeyoung's imagination are admiring his big Bugatti. They remember that the Bugatti was so small when he was just a kid. Sisters proceeds to play with their brother's toy and then he proceeds to drive his Bugatti in his sister's cave. The Bugatti hits a wall inside the cave and explodes, which wakes up our protagonist from his imagination. He is sweating and calls Shin a perv and leave. Now we see Hana is angrily going towards her workplace as her day has started badly because of arguments with his brother. As she reaches her workplace, she is suddenly greeted by Baek Miri, the director of product development research in a cosmetic company. After looking at Hana's frustrated face, Baek asks Hana if something is wrong, and she can tell a way to fix it. Hana is clearly not happy to meet Baek and tells her everything is alright, but Baek doesn't buy it and tells Hana that she knows Hana is upset because of her boyfriend. Hana lies and tells Baek that she is right and appreciates how amazing she is at predicting. The truth is Hana has never been in a relationship because she is always busy caring for her siblings and that has caused her to be insecure. For some unknown reason she has boasted about her imaginary boyfriend at staff lunch previously and has been pretending to live with him from then on. Hana tells Baek that she has some arguments with her BF, but suddenly Baek takes out some unknown perfume and tells Hana about her new innovation called Passion Perfume. Just one whiff of this perfume and it will make that guy's Bugatti erected and hard. Baek then leaves for some meeting and Hana comes home with that new perfume she has got. She then notices that the apartment is a bit quiet and wonders where Jaeyoung is. She then goes towards Jaeyoung's room to inquire and decides to peek from the half-open door. But we see Jaeyoung is busy racing his Bugatti in someone's cave. This is the first chapter. If you want me to upload the second part of it, comment down and like the video. 10 likes and I will post part 2.